A quick bio would be what they call second wave volunteers. That would describe me the best. I'm unmarried. I don't have any children. I never wanted that, and I knew that at 3 years old that I didn't want to have children.
Me too.
I didn't want to be born a girl because being a girl meant that you had to have babies, and I didn't want to be born a boy because being a boy meant that you had to go to war and kill people, and I didn't want to kill people.
Yep.
So I was stuck being a girl. So that's what happened.
They
didn't give you a third choice, so.
No, they didn't. And then what from there? I don't really know where to start the story.
Well, were you always seeking God? Were you always like wondering, like, why am I here? Who is God?
No, I wasn't really wondering who God was necessarily. I was always really careful, though. I was always at a very young age, and I'm talking 8 or 9, having this realization that I had to be very careful about what I said. That words were but not in the sense that I was going to be judged. In the sense that my words were powerful.
Wow. You already knew. That's pretty cool.
And that that they carried an energy that I could attract, or so if I said the wrong thing, I didn't want for that to come true, kind of thing.
Right.
That type of thing.
Wow. I wish I knew that earlier in my life.
What about Candace, early on, did you get into Course in Miracles, Abraham Hicks, Neil Donald Walsh, any of those people?
Those things came about later, like in the 90s. So I'm 46.
Yeah.
And so that would have made me in my 30s. But even before then, in my 20s, I was always looking for signs and allowing something else to come through to guide me, type of thing. No, knowing that there were other things out there that were assisting me. That I always knew. And I've had experiences with the woo-woo on that kind of side. But then in the 40s, I went to a couple of Celebrate Your Life conferences where you would have a lot of speakers come, such as Wayne Dyer, such as Yolanda Van Zandt, Marianne Williamson. They would come and speak at these conferences, and I went to 2 of those. But then they became to where I couldn't get anything else out of them. And it just sort of seemed like a dead end at that point. So I remember back in the early part of last year sending out that I wanted, that I need to go somewhere else with this. That I was just listening. Oops. I doubt anything is going on, but let me go check. Yeah, there ain't nothing happening. They're just being little obnoxious dogs. So, anyway, then I was, I got rid of my TV and stuff, so I've been doing a lot of YouTubing, and I was watching some NDEs, and that's how I got onto her site. So, and then she started speaking about other things that started to really started to open the door to the other the level, next class type of thing. Like I went through all the Abraham Hicks and the Wayne Dyer stuff, and then I was ready to, I couldn't get anything else out of that, so I was ready to go on to something else. So this tapped into another aspect that was very interesting to me.
Yeah, moving on to the deeper stuff, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it would resonate, because I have to get up at 3 in the morning.
Woo!
Yeah, I get up.
We're all like,
it's actually quite nice. I have to get up. I have to be at work at 5. I work at a truck stop. I work at a Flying J.
Flying
a Flying
J.
J truck stop.
I don't think they have
It's like a big pilot, but it's a lot bigger. It's like a little shopping mall or something.
Well,
It is. They got showers. They have your food. They're usually attached to a restaurant.
what restaurant
And
you got there?
Denny's.
Denny's? Okay.
It's a Denny's that's attached to it. Well, I make the coffee, so I usually work from 5 till about noon. So I don't even have that many hours there. So it's quite nice.
Yeah, it's good to do
And
something
then
you like. Yeah.
And then I really don't even have to work directly with a lot. Well, I do work directly with a lot with the customers, but I guess the point I'm making is that I'm not really a cashier, so I don't get the ugliness a lot of the times.
When you say you make the coffee, like, is that all you do? Is just make the coffee?
That's pretty much my job. I'm the coffee hostess, so I make the 8 different kinds of coffees that they got there. I just keep the place clean and keep everything stocked and keep your donuts in the case and and keep your soup out and stuff like that, because they'll have soups and things out there for soups and oatmeals in the morning and things like that for the truckers and things.
Yeah.
Along with the corn dogs and the hash browns.
It's really, if you ever pass by one, gee, man, you need to stop in. I mean, it's really humongous. It's like 3 times the size of Pilot.
There's one in Georgia. I don't know if it's the one that she works. There's a huge one in Georgia. They got like a movie theater in there, and I mean it's like big.
Wow.
Yeah, well, they have like a room for the truckers to where they can watch TV and do their laundry and take a shower and rest, stuff like that.
Well, I'm sure that they appreciate all you do. I know I would.
Yeah. Gotta have a good fresh cup of coffee. I hate when you go and it's all stale and.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't drink coffee, but I mean like how you keep it clean, how you offer them their breakfast, that too, And if they drink coffee, yeah, sure, that'd be good for them.